Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Steelers are number one in third down percentage, and they'll be up against the Jets team looking to shut that down. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's a first down for the Jets. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player. Drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the number one signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Not like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be design runs as well as his scrambles.
Now Kaepernick. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the big rookie from South Carolina State, in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with first and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on third down.
Kaepernick now on third and goal. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will actually break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
First down, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown, and Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic, and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins, the rookie from Georgia, in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man, the first sack of his NFL career. On second down, Roethlisberger. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the run, this is Michael. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the first-rounder, Darren Lee. And some room to work. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks. And while
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Justin Burris. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Christian Michael, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. On the right side, caught by Green. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. Safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Anunua's got it, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. And then moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he's got Decker, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Eric Decker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Bryant with a catch right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Caught, Seferian-Jenkins, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off. William Gay. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one caught by Coates. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger, and able to find Green. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. On second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Fourth down. Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there. Those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living. And that's where he has to make plays to help his team. and no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Another pistol look here. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. There, like 20. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. 13 yards down to the 13.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 3. That one good for 10 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And Anderson's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Sean Davis, the rookie. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Bryant spread out to the right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Jenkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And
now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down. Back now in Pittsburgh. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's got time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And he's got Rodgers. That one good for 14 yards. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Their big tight end, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, Roethlisberger. Deep drop. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Coates, his second touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw him off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a New York first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. Not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Kaepernick going to throw. And able to find Decker. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And quickly they get to the line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This will be caught at the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. 1st and goal here from the 2. They run it with Mason. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts. But even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Again, it's Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. There he goes, right side. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they? And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.